It says I'm live. As always, I'm really glad to see that. It's hard to stream with our current technology while you're dead. I'm just saying, it's a darn good thing. I'm alive. Yay. Let's see if anybody shows up tonight. It's a very quiet night. It's such a quiet night. Too quiet. It's what they always say in the movies. It's too quiet. Just see if we can get it down just a little more. There we go. Hey, what's up, Drake? Hey, what's up, Linda? And Pam is here. Pam, I am. Oh, I got some pretty flowers from Drake. I guess those are flowers, right? Trying to see. Yes. Maybe. Yeah, look like roses. I got roses for my birthday, too. Somebody gave me roses. I was surprised. I'm like, wow. So, how's it going? Yeah. It's cold here again, so I'm really glad to have my mama bear hat. It's like, sucker is very practical, actually. It's cold here. Not as cold as it will get, though. Hasn't gotten real bad yet, but probably there will be some snow at some point. How are you? Yeah, those are roses. I had to look for a minute. I got bifocals. I got these freaky bifocals. I need to get new glasses, but you know what? Ever since I got bifocals, everything from about here down is a mystery. It's like I don't know what's on the floor. It's weird. I can't get used. Never have gotten used to bifocals. They really annoy that out of me. I'm like, I thought glasses were supposed to help me see things. It's like I can't. I don't know. Guess I'm just not doing it good. I'm feeling better if you guys have been intending that. Thank you. I am trying a new product. I'll let you know how it works. I'll let you know how it's for helping you rebuild muscle. Because one of the things, and I have managed to find some of my monatomic gold. And if you don't know what that is, I can talk a little bit about what monatomic gold is. But monatomic gold helps your body communicate with itself, helps your electrical system of your Abby, which helps everything else. And so does this muscle restore stuff that I got. And it seems to be helping quite a bit with all kinds of things. I still am kind of having the sleep thing, but now it's more normal. It's not, not like I've just been squashed by something, but more like, oh, I'm kind of sleepy, maybe with time it'll vanish entirely. Yeah, they probably did. Thank you, Drake. By the way, roses again. I'm gonna get it spoiled. Yeah, for some reason they thought, and I argued with them, for some reason they thought I needed a prescription for reading a book, and I said I don't read them anymore. I usually either listen to a book or see something on YouTube these days, mostly So I don't just sit for long periods and read anymore. I do handicrafts and stuff. So I need to see for that, but this isn't good for that. It's like, for some reason, the prescription they gave me, it's just the wrong distance. It just isn't very good. It's, I don't know. Anyway, enough about my glasses. So while we're waiting for people to come in, we do have some people in here. Yay. I wasn't sure because MeWe seemed to be kind of dead today. Seemed like when I went into MeWe, it was just, if anybody else is coming in, I don't see you. That's another thing. If anybody is saying anything right now, it's not coming up. So I don't know what to do about that. Has anybody else noticed YouTube has been really weird lately? Really weird. Like just all kinds of messing up. And great. I can't. It's not moving. Doggone. Well, this is going to be a weird show because I can't see your commenting. That sucks. Oh my gosh. This is going to be a really weird stream. I don't know what to do about that. Okay, finally something came up. Oh, there's a lot going on tonight. Okay, that makes sense. Well, if almost nobody comes in, then I'll just end early and come on after Portal or something. I found out, I looked and I noticed it's Duke's birthday. So I thought maybe some stuff may be Duke's birthday. Maybe due to Duke's birthday. There's probably all kinds of things going on. So everybody is doing Sunday night, huh? That makes sense. And as we're heading for Christmas, it'll probably be more like that. Well, I wanted to tell you, I am going to try and offer an earlier time for most people and a late time for later people. So I do intend to be on again after Portal is over. So, you know, if this turns out to be just kind of short and an announcement of my times, because the times when I'm usually the tiredest are on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. But I'm still going to try and I'll be making it in Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, probably, and Sunday, yeah, Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at least is what I'm going to try to make it in, and kind of right around this time. And then I will do some later streams so that I can say hi and rub shoulders with all my other people that are night owls. So now that I found out, you know, it's funny thing. I might have been sick. I don't feel like I am anymore really sick, but I have trouble in winter. It's a little harder on me. I just want to hibernate. The bear look isn't for nothing. But the other thing is, I might have had one of my friends, she's a helper for people, disabled people, and she's had a lot of clients that have had COVID. And she says those might have been COVID symptoms. And you know me, if it ain't gushing blood or broken, obviously broken or something, I just take it for one of my symptoms because I have fibro, which acts weird, and a couple of other things. So, allergies and stuff. So to me, it's like it has to be pretty bad for me to go and get anything checked on. So it could be, the airheadedness and the tired all the time. And actually, Chris and Cherie were talking about that as those are symptoms for, a lot of people are having COVID symptoms that are like that are just like that. And I'm like, oh, geez, be just like me to have COVID and just pass it right by. It's like, oh, yeah, just like last time. I'm pretty sure I had it last time, too, last year. And almost the same time. And then just kind of shook it off. Like, oh, because we didn't know anything about COVID then. So, I don't know. Might be having another bout of COVID, for all I know. How would I know? So, yeah, no. I'm not one of those people that just goes running to the doctor for just anything. By the way, I do have some updates about one of my friends that we have been putting in the circle. The one with really bad healer burnout, with really bad light worker burnout. She's been diagnosed, and I knew it. I told her, you cannot just go around running around willy-nilly telling people everything that you're doing, or this will happen. Well, and staying up, she legitimately has a problem, I'm sure, because hey, Les, how you doing? See, yeah, manic depression, extreme, is what they diagnosed her with. And it all happened because she had a heart arrhythmia. She wasn't sleeping. She was terrified. And so they had to take her to the hospital. They found a heart arrhythmia. While they were checking on the heart arrhythmia, they also diagnosed her with manic depression, extreme manic depression, which I pretty much predicted that. So what we have to think is maybe she is getting what, because I've been intending she gets whatever it is she needs to get better. This may be what she needs. She may need somebody to slow her butt down. If it's so bad that she's getting heart arrhythmia because she's not sleeping, she needs some serious help. So I think she's going to be getting it. And now the prayers have just got to be for her recovery and that they make a good diagnosis and are gentle with her and that she gets through this okay. And I think she will. But she was just driving herself into the ground. It can happen. You can do that. So, Les, how you doing? I had the virus last year. I'm pretty sure. About the same time last year. So, yeah, about the same time, before we knew what it was. I had symptoms. I had a lot of weird symptoms. And I only found out afterwards when they started talking about it. I'm like, that sounds like what I had. What if I had it? And it would have been right when it hit Ohio, when it first hit Ohio, but they hadn't told us yet. Hi. And the other thing about it is we have no, it's such a weird thing that anything can be a symptom, almost anything at all. All of the things that, a lot of things that I have anyway, sometimes once in a while could be a symptom of this. But thing that's interesting about it is I was out in the, sitting around out in the lobby waiting for a bus, and an older man came in. He's coughing, and he says, "Oh, don't worry, it's just my COPD. My doctor told me I need to quit smoking." It's not COVID, he says. "But I'm not getting the shot because that can kill you." I'm like, okay. So this man has obviously made his decision. It's probably going to be the next thing we can't talk about, though, on YouTube. I hope you know that there are now restrictions, even more restrictions than we had before. And one of the things we can't talk about anymore is the contest, is the tug of war we're having in the United States right now. Not allowed to talk about it. So, okay then, we won't talk about that. I stand by everything I said previously. Everything I said previously still stands. And it's probably all gone. So far, it's all happening. So, even to the point where Cherie did some astrology on it, and it looks like there is danger ahead for anybody who leads the country, which I saw that too. It's to create as much disruption as possible. States are threatening to secede from the Union. Probably one day we won't be able to talk about that either. I'm not sure how many. I think so far the only one that's said definitely is Texas, but I hear there are others that have been kind of talking about it. Free speech, what's that? Yeah. So there's more things we're not allowed to talk about. And so we're just going to have to use code, I guess. But this is all in-game chatter anyway, and we're not even talking about a real place. It's all just a massively multiplayer game, right? Online game. Yeah. So, well, I am looking at other platforms. Like I said earlier, I'm looking at other platforms. I've joined up with a few. There are some other streaming platforms, and you'll probably be getting notice from me. I think you have to join the platform in order to see them, but you had to join up with the tube, so it's no biggie. And these other ones are not as restrictive. So a lot of people are migrating. And I guess I'm going to have to migrate too, because I don't want to have to constantly worry about what I'm saying. It's a bummer, man. Either that or I'm going to switch it over to a cooking show. Going to have to switch it all over to a cooking show. Would you like that? Cooking with Mama Bear. Probably use a lot of honey, right? In my recipes. So that's the way things are hanging right now. I'm going to be looking at some different platforms and some doing a few things to upgrade the channel. I'm making some music videos. I'm going to be making a new intro, definitely, and a few other things. So that's going on. So anyway, that's what's going on right now is, and just letting you know, I think I'll make this a brief one if there's so much going on that I'll just make it more like announcements and let people go on to their different things. So, yeah, it probably, whoever, since I found out that China owns a fourth of California, oh, and California is thinking of breaking up into different states. And I wonder what part the Chinese part is going to be called. You know, I hope I don't get in trouble for saying this next, but I have been saying, I think, I think we've been having an undisclosed war with China. An undisclosed, more like a Cold War. And it sort of looks like, yeah. And, you know, I have friends who are still on the Russia kick. They still are believing the bit about all the bullshit about Russia. I don't think Russian is the number one we have to worry about. They don't own pieces of the United States, but China does. And we're not allowed to go onto their land to even check out what they're doing. And this is in our country. So this is bad. They're not nice. The Chinese government is not nice people. Hi, Aussie. So, you know, I hate to tell you, but what I'm feeling is that it may be that all this disruption and stuff creates an opening for them to pull something. Like the more disruption, the better. Like if states secede from the Union or threaten, if we start having some kind of civil war activity, probably that would be another thing that happens, would be that, you know? And I'm like, oh, shit, that ain't going to look pretty at all. Now, as it is, people are already arming themselves to the teeth and prepping. So I'm not going to go into that. Everybody makes their own decision about that. Yeah, they could be building bombs right in the middle of the US. We wouldn't know because we're not allowed to go onto their property because we sold them. Not this administration. Trump didn't do it. They're probably going to try and blame him if anything happens, but he didn't do it. No, this was way earlier. I think some of it even happened during Obama. And before that, even, I'm trying to remember when they said it even started happening. But yeah, we've been selling them little bits of the United States. Duh! How ridiculous is that? You've got basically a totalitarian government with bases, secret bases, what amounts to secret bases, inside the United States. That's crazy that we can't go on and check on. Are you kidding me? What genius thought that was a good idea? Well, I mean, we can't give anybody, this is like, when I found that out, I'm like, and there are people from California that say, well, yeah, we don't like it either, but it's there. They own a fourth of California. So, hey, hi, Julia. How you doing? Hi, Denali. Wow. You know, no, we're talking about the Chinese ones because the U.S. has been selling China land. There's actually parts of China in the U.S. now. China now controls certain parts of what used to be the USA. So yeah, U.S. has secret bases, but yeah, the Chinese do too. Probably. What do you want to bet on their part of the land? Yeah, someone trying to get rich. Hey, what did you get? What did you get, Julia? Hello, hello, Denali. Hello, Julia. And what did you get? What did you get? What did you get? You're trying to cook crab legs. I suggest that you kill the crabs and take them off of the crabs first. But first, you have to actually put the crabs out of their misery and takes the legs off of them, and then they don't try to get out too much. Is that the problem? That's not the problem? Oh, maybe not. Yeah. Oh, a rose quartz crystal ball. You've got a crystal ball. Ooh, that's lovely. That's lovely. Crystal balls. Crystal balls. While you're still. Oh, you know what time it is. We've been on for 26 minutes. That's right. I hope it's a rosy future. Hey. Here we go. Let's have. We shall set it all up here. Are you ready? Well, I'm going to make a new one, but here we go. Here's the current one. That is a mountainside, by the way. Hi, it's Ocean. Okay. Hi, Olin. Olin, do you have a young'un? It's just a joke. Oh, a Christmas light show. Ooh, that sounds like fun. Yeah, you do need to sage it, Black Tree. You need to sage that thing for sure before you start using it. Any kind of crystal specifically. Most anything you use for magic. Sounds like fun. Wow. Aussie, be careful. So we got Aussie and Olin. We've got our international crew of the Woo ship. I almost read that armadillo, but it's Amarillo. Texas. Oh, so you may be bailing out your place if you're not careful. Oh, weather is weird. But see, in Ohio, weather's always weird. We don't get much of a break from that. So join the club. Ooh, if it does flood, then you won't be able to go to town to get food. Oh, that's going to suck. Hope it doesn't then. Are you going to Colorado? Cool. You got to take pictures and send them up. Ah! So, Linda, are they really? Do you think that Texas is really gonna secede? In your professional Texan opinion? No. Good. I'd kind of miss you guys. Think we'd kind of miss Texas. At least most of us, I think. Of course, there'd be some vacuous people out there would be Texas. That's another country, right? Yeah, I talked about it for. Seems like they were talking about it way back in Baby Bush's time too. You know, Bushy Jr. I think they were talking about it even back then. I don't really see it happening. I don't think that's what happens. It's not what I'm seeing. But I am seeing a lot of disruption. I think, though, by and large, it's just going to be the same replays of everything. We're going to have replays of stuff. They can't come up with new stuff. They're not really capable of that. It's just going to be rehashed versions of what they've already done. So, just look for more of it. Maybe slightly different names and stuff. They're not very creative. Or at all, actually. Not even at all. There we go. Now I got my little ticker going. Whee! Now I can crawl across the stream. I feel so professional. not. Hi, Elaine. Hi, Pam. Hi, Annie. Okay, might as well do the rundown. Pam, Annie, Aussie, Linda, Elaine, and Julia, and Denali, Aussie, I think I said Aussie, Olin, Les. Did I miss anybody? I don't think I missed anybody. Okay. Hope I didn't. Love to all of you. Thank you for coming. So what do you want to do tonight? Do you want to go somewhere? We got a couple hours. Well, no, now we have about an hour and a quarter till Portal comes on, and I'll probably go off and see Portal. And so will most of you probably, right? So see if we can maybe round up Duke and say happy birthday to him. Trying to stay out of the kitchen. Does that mean you're also not naked and barefoot? Good for you. Yeah. Okay, I'll see. Well, if you got to leave and do that, we'll certainly understand. I know I'm pretty well stocked because we're getting into the time when it does really get cold. Once it gets icy out there, I don't go out much. Yep, get whatever you need. We want to see you back. We want to see you alive and well and not having to resort to cannibalism or anything. I doubt you'd be resorting to that, but there's probably plenty of wildlife if it comes down to that, right? And get the teepee too. It's so funny that people now it's always the teepee. Okay, we'll see you at the Portal. Go get yourself some stuff. And good luck with it all. Yeah, hope it doesn't get bad. Well, I know that feeling. But I'm pretty well set. My other place, though, see, now I'm lucky, though. I'm in a boggy area, but we do have these big kind of ravines around here that would probably suck up most of the water. So it's unlikely on this end. But the other end of the place here, they didn't do it right, and some of those places flood. I'm so glad I'm not over there. But over here on this end, it's fairly safe. But we are in a bog area. We're in a wetland area. So we get a lot of rain around here. Things could happen. Hope it's, yeah, there's all kinds of ditches and stuff around here. Yeah, all kinds of runoff and stuff places. They built it up from basically wetlands. So let's hope it doesn't get that wet. But the Cuyahoga River does carry away a lot of it. It does take most of it up. But yeah, we definitely have all kinds of stuff around here that I hear is a great place for Sasquatch to hide. You know what? I'm sure that the bog, we got the bog right here. And they say that just beyond wherever it is that humans can't go, just beyond there, that's where you'll find your Squatch. All kinds of structures, all kinds of stuff. We have tree breaks right out here, right near the buildings. We have, well, you saw that picture. I'm still looking at that picture with the suspiciously hairy black shrubbery right next to the path, thinking, I was on this path. If that was a Squatch, I would have been like feet from that and didn't see it. Which is kind of, whoa. And there have been times in the woods that I swear I know I was being watched, but I'd look all around and I couldn't see anything. And I even said one time, I know you're here. Why can't I see you? I was with somebody. I said, we're being watched. And he said, I know. Yeah, it feels like it, doesn't it? I said, yeah, they're right here. I feel like they're like right here, but I can't see them. I can't even see them in my head. Woo! Is that our salute? Woo! That's our salute. Oh, you got to go watch your Charlie Brown Christmas. Hi, Chris. Hello, Barry. Pretty marshy, yeah. You got to watch out. Runs toward the ship. We're not going anywhere without you, don't worry. Plenty of room here. I got the fire lit. Okay. Well, Annie, if you got to go see your Charlie Brown Christmas, we understand. You have a wonderful time. Yep. Ric Flair? Who's Ric Flair? I don't know who Ric Flair is, so I'm out of that loop. Yeah, so we got Barry here. Yep, I'm Mama Bear tonight. It's cold. This has a really good function of being really warm. I'm so glad. That's one of the reasons I went ahead and got it for $2. It's like, not only is it funny because Bomber called me Mama Bear, but it's like it's really freaking warm. And here in Ohio, it gets really freaking cold. Scream like Chewy. Okay. I can't do a Chewy scream. Yeah, how's your nose hairs? Have you been keeping them in shape? Oh, Linda, I want some. Doggone. Hi, Richard. How you doing? Oh, woo. Okay. I missed that one. My grandma would know, though. She liked to watch wrestling. No, when she was babysitting, we never saw cartoons. She had to watch wrestling. Yeah. Okay. I'll just be over. But the problem is the way that I can get over there would be remote, and I can't eat anything in that form yet. I haven't yet figured out how to do that. Doggone. Okay. We got some people here. Most of the crew is here. Got a new feature to the show, folks. For those of you who aren't acquainted. That's kind of a pretty sound. I think I'll keep it there. Wow, that's weird. That is weird. Oh, let's see. That is a weird. Yeah, we actually have Muzak. We got YTFP Chris, we got Barry Kustoshan, we got Olin Thorson, we got Annie M, we got Linda, we got Elaine. Did I just see Linda when she wasn't here? Maybe she's really kind of near. Hi, yeah, there she is. Linda Bennett. And we got Richard Elmore. And the Nolly Princess. And we're all on the Woo Crew. Let's see. And we got Julia, who goes by Black Tree. We don't know why she goes by Black Tree. One day she'll tell us why she goes by Black Tree. We got no clue. I like this rhythm. I hope you do too. Oh, it was on. Okay, so you got to see your Charlie Brown Christmas, so you're all happy now. Me and my nostril hair, says Barry. Barry's got the most well-trained nostril hairs. Apparently he taught it to type, and now he lassos. I think it's just a lot of hype. Come on, Barry. What have you lassoed lately with your nostril hairs? Do tell. Barry's amazing nostril hairs on Believe It or Nuts. Barry's paranormal nostril hair. Oh, thank you. You love the music. I'm kind of enjoying it too. I don't know what I'm playing. I don't know what I'm playing. I hope it doesn't sound too bad. He's gonna rustle some cattle with his nostril hairs. He's very talented. Oh, you have the DVD with all kinds of... Oh, did anybody see my on MeWe? See my t-shirt, that's going to be a t-shirt if you think. It should be a t-shirt. I think I did a pretty good job on that. Chris, the other Chris, Cookie, asked for that design. So let me know what you think about that design. I put it on MeWe in our group, the Ohio Woo Crew. And if you haven't joined, why haven't you? Don't make me come down there. You know I can do it. We all can. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think it would be a good t-shirt. I can also get something of your state if you want me to do a particular one of your state, like Texas and other states. Yeah, I'm thinking of selling it as merchant. And if you have any other suggestions, let me know. I was thinking I need to get into that t-shirt biz and make weird COVID masks. Maybe I need to make Woo Crew merch. Doesn't quite go with it. Let's see what else I can get into. What other trouble can I get into? Minnesota. Very small. I don't either wear much Bigfoot stuff, but... And you know what? I found a place that'll do an all-over design. I am thinking of making one that has Bigfoot feet all over it. And Bigfoots. All over, like an all-over pattern. Like Bigfoot stomped all over you. No, I made that design. Woo Crew cookies. I need to find somebody who makes cookie cutters and then make a Squatch cookie cutter. I think people would buy that. Yeah. Trying to find some ways to make money here so I can kind of improve things here. I want to get, there's a couple of things I want to get for the channel here too that would make things more fun. Woo Crew cookies would be fun. I shouldn't be having this much fun with this, but I am. This goofy thing has really been fun. Did I disappear just then? Getting photobombed by Bigfoot. Well, I don't know how to do that. However, I did find a place that makes t-shirts, and I find a place that makes overall designs on stuff. And I found there are places that make masks and all kinds of paraphernalia. I can even give you a Bigfoot thong and it looked like one kicked you in the butt. I don't know. I'm not sure what dimension it was, but it was purple. Are you taking off, Linda? Yeah, I don't know. All of a sudden, you guys were gone. And then I had to find my way back. Woo Crew mugs, yeah. I'll have Woo Crew mugs and slippers and stuff. And they'll probably have all kinds of weird things on them. And then I still got to get the coloring book out. And I'm not quite sure how to do it. I have the drawings and they're pretty cool. I think you're really going to like the coloring book. I think you're really going to laugh that one all the way through because there's like truth or jokes all the way through it. So visual ones. So, and of course I'm going to do some connect the dots pages because what would a paranormal conspiracy coloring book be without a connect the dots? You know, truthers are always connecting the dots, right? So, yeah. Oh, you were just cooking. Okay. Yeah, we tend to have fun here in the Woo Crew. And I don't think we always have to do something too cosmic. We're all weird enough already. I think we're wooey enough without any extra, but hopefully I think of entertaining things. Do you so what do you feel like? Do you feel like taking a quick trip somewhere and RVing, or do you want to talk cooking? I don't care. We can talk paranormal cooking. Yeah, I don't know what that would be like, but I'm thinking of doing a cooking show just so I don't get in trouble with YouTube, or maybe an art. Would you guys, now I have to ask you guys, would you be interested, you wonderful crew, would you be interested if I did an arts and crafts channel? If I like got together, it would be probably another channel. But would you be interested in arts and crafts? Woo Crew Speedos. The woo stuff. Okay. Well, that stuff, I know a lot of that. I sure do. Everything from scrying to other forms of divination to, you know, just depends on what you want to know. Because I went through pretty much, it was interesting. You see, for a while I belonged to about 5 different paranormal societies or metaphysical societies, we called them back then. And so I got to see speakers from all over the place. And then I went to Starwood and met a lot more people. So I've been exposed to probably more ideas than most people. I mean, I've probably then, there are some online things that I got into that were these webinars. So I learned a lot from them too. So really for at least over 35 years now, I have been studying some form of metaphysical studies, paranormal studies and stuff. And so there isn't much I haven't come across. There's a few things that I'm by no means an expert on at all, but there are a few things that I'm really dang good at. But I don't want to be an expert because an X has been in a spurt as a drip under pressure. There, you know, that's what we need to do. We need to do arts and crafts woo. Woocraft. Woocrafting. Mingled with some cooking. Well, we could do magical cooking because, you know, herbs have magical properties. So we could totally do magical cooking. That wouldn't be teach us all. Wah! Yeah, my brain is going to explode as it, well, okay. Do just what I know best about. Well, I do have, and most of you are probably going to be able to pick it up. The way that you do almost any kind of divination or scrying. And like I said, I would say one of the best ways to start is, well, you need to meditate, because if you don't clear things out, you're not going to have any room for anything new, right? So if you clear your mind, then new stuff can come in. So always meditate, and there's different ways of doing that. You know what? You can even find, you don't even need to have singing bowls anymore. You can have, go online and find YouTube channels that are devoted to that kind of thing, that are devoted to meditation music and healing music, and full of singing bowls, crystal bowls and stuff. And they're great. I mean, I love those things. So that prepares you. And another thing is stop thinking that you can't do it. I mean, one of the biggest hurdles is your own head. You know, I found that just about everything that I was exposed to, I could do it. So when I was exposed to, say, spirit drawing, I looked at it and I said, wow, that's really cool. And spirit drawing is when you are drawing the spirits around a person, or it has been sort of extended to, you can draw sometimes a past life reading, or even sometimes future reading. All kinds of things you can get. Anything you can get psychically, you can draw it. Anytime you get a picture, you can draw it. So I can do spirit drawings, and I would like to one day teach a spirit drawing class. If you want to try that. You resemble that remark. What remark? Which remark? Anyway, if you want, and some of you will say, I'm not an artist. Well, all you have to do to become an artist is draw or paint something or sculpt something, and then you're an artist suddenly. Now, you may not be a great artist yet, but you're an artist. So what I always say is, oh, hi. Hello, it is our own Mr. Micah. Yeah. Drake is here. And Micah and Olin and Linda and Jay, we got a few people that, honestly, I am so thankful you show up, because doing this all alone really would suck. So we just need froze. We don't need twos, just froze. We need froze. I don't know. Paranormal froze. How would I do that? I don't know. I don't think I know a place where you can have custom printed froze. Not yet. Be nice if I could come. Maybe I could come up with it. You know what though? We said it though. That probably something weird like that would show up. Okay, so, oh, and by the way, some of you know that over the course of the week, some people left our group chat at the request of a lot of you guys. Several of you start telling me things about certain people, and I have to keep the peace. And so there are a couple people that are no longer in Woo Crew, and One of them took himself out voluntarily, though. He just left, so that's okay. And yeah, me too. I need people who are like me because I go out there and I talk to people. I have to be careful, even people I've known for years, and they're freaking nuts. Some of them have what's called Trump derangement syndrome. You cannot say one good thing about, even if you say, well, at least we're not in a war, I mean, we're not in a war. We haven't been in a war for 4 years. That's got to be worth something. Oh, they're angry at you. They'll come up with all kinds of reasons why that's not good enough. It's like, well, I got to say, I can't agree with everything this guy's done, but we're not at war. If he was truly a bad guy, we'd be at war. We haven't been at war for 4 years. If he really was going to try and throw the election in his favor, he would have put us in war. Because we stay with the incumbent when we're at war. And they all know that. That's why they all start fights during their presidency. So they get a second term. I can tell you, every single time somebody gets in and they come in kind of shady, I can say, we're going to have a war. They're going to have a war to make sure they get a second term. Because we don't change horses in midstream when we're in a war. Yeah. No, we're not going to talk about people. I'm just going to say some people took themselves out. I didn't do it. I only booted one person, and it was because of repeated problems. So if anybody tells you different, there were only 2 people. So, well, I resemble it too. Yeah, it's like dealing with brainwashed people because they are. In effect, they are brainwashed. They have been, all they ever see is, did you see Cherie's music video that I posted? I posted Cherie's video. I'm going to move this so it's going to look like an earthquake. Because I got to scoot up on my chair. I'm falling out of my chair. I was on the edge of my seat. I was so happy to see you. Anticipation. I was on the edge of my seat. Yeah, I'm weird as hell too. And I'm proud. Hey, how about a Weird Pride t-shirt? Would y'all wear that? If I had a great big eyeball and a flying saucer and a squatch and a ghost and would y'all wear a Weird Pride t-shirt? Yeah, politicians are just... Hey, Ken is here. Hi, Ken. Earthquake. Sure. Okay. Yeah, because I'm thinking what I need is a weird... I've been threatening that one for ages. Is a Weird Pride t-shirt and a Woo Crew t-shirt. I'll make a Woo Crew t-shirt and a Woo Crew mask. I'm wondering, what do you think we should put on the masks? What kind of trouble can we get up to now? Hi. Well, Ken, there's only one thing about talking about Trump. We cannot talk about the contest. We cannot talk about the contest. YouTube has decided it is banned. It is a banned topic. So we can talk about Trump, but we can't talk about the event we just had, the little contest we just had here in the States between the 2 guys. Yep, not allowed. Which is why I'm looking into other venues. Maskless pride. You know, that little thing for who's going to head up the country. We're not allowed to talk about that on YouTube anymore. It's been banned. Yeah, that little contest that we had recently between those two guys that are blue and red, we can't talk about it. They'll have reason to delete you then. It's banned. How do you like that? How do you like me now? Boy, YouTube is getting cranky, really cranky now. I mean, it was cranky before. You know what? A lot of my favorite channels are gone. They're gone. I'm going to have to find some new favorite channels. Yeah. The night stars and the moon with a Bigfoot. Okay, I can do that. How about the Constitution now? Right. Where is that thing? Where did we put that thing? Oh, wait, it's under people's feet. They're using it for a doormat. Hey. Yeah. If you want something free, you got to pay for it. Well, this is really should not be, because this is a free venue, but it is a private venue. It is owned. It is not a public venue, so they can get by with it that way. But still, there's a problem because they are saying that they are just news reporting news kind of thing, not a referee, and yet they're acting like a referee. So they should not be having the same status as a true reporting sort of a platform, but who cares? Oh, a beautiful comet shower. I took a shower last night, but it wasn't a comet shower, fortunately. That would probably hurt. Yeah, written on hemp paper that's still illegal in some states. Imagine that. Isn't that weird? I know, when you think about it, that just should have been a tip-off. It should have been a tip-off that something was wrong, right? Yeah. Well, that sounds fun, but here in Ohio, it's cloudy. We wouldn't have been able to see anything anyway. Most of the events are covered with clouds here in Ohio, so we don't get to see very much in the skies at night. The skies at night are big and bright, maybe deep in the heart of Texas, but in the heart of Ohio, the skies at night are cloudy as deep in the heart of Ohio. Da, 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 da. Okay. Micah, I have some to talk to you about eventually. And I'm doing this early show just to say hi to everybody who's, you know, an early person needs to go to work. But at some point, I want to talk to you. Okay. Have a nice night and dream well. Dream well, brother. Okay. Night, Micah. And so, wow, we have been on an hour and 13 minutes already, and all we've been doing is just talking about all kinds of stuff. That's kind of cool. That's right. Oh, yeah. I just don't want to wake you up. So you would be like a similar time slot to Eastern time. I'm trying to remember where you live. I don't want to like call you at a bad time. So, but I'll just try leaving a message or something if I call it a bad time. Okay. So Etri is in now. Hello, Etri. Yeah, I miss you guys. So when I don't come in, even though I may see you on the portal, it's not quite the same. It's a little different vibe in here. It's a little bit different vibe. You know who I keep getting from Deb that Naysay wants to get in touch with me. I have gotten that several times from her. And I said, well, Deb, you have my number. Just give it to him. He can call me, you know, or just come into MeWe. You know, he can just come into MeWe, come on a stream. If Naysay would come on the stream, we'd put him right up if he wanted to talk about something. So, you know, I said, hey, you know, that's not impossible. It's very easy to get on my show. You just come in and have something to say, and I'll put you on here. You know, don't be an idiot, but other than that, I'll put you on. I don't care. I'm very, very nice about that. I don't make you do much of anything except click a link. I don't even make you email me or anything. So it's not hard. It's not difficult. 2 koalas? Ooh, that's cool. Leroy Jenkins reimagined. Oh boy. You guys crazy. You guys are quay. That would be so funny. So you got 2 koalas koaling to you. Is it a long distance koal? No, it's a short distance koal. Hello, koala quelling. How many jokes can we make about koala? Good day. Yeah, we'd love to see some of that. I hope you post some of that in MeWe chat for us. Yeah, the falling stars. It's good that somebody gets to see all this neat astrological stuff that goes on in the sky. But no, here in cloudy Ohio, do we ever get to see anything? We're lucky when we get to see a full moon. Good thing that it lasts 3 days. If full moons didn't last 3 days, most of the time I wouldn't get to see them. We don't get too many clear skies at night for some reason. I don't know why. I think it has something to do with just where we are. Probably we tend to be very cloudy. Oh, a possum out on the power lines too. You know what? They chew on things. You got to watch it. They'll chew on lines and stuff, and then they'll electrocute themselves and kill your power. They have chewed through many a wire in people's houses with those lovely lizard teeth. They have very primitive, sharp, pointy lizard teeth. So, oh, that's right. You're telling me, though, that yours are different from ours. Your possums are way different. They're a little bit cuter. Ours look like the Joker on a really, really bad day. No, the sky was full of chemtrails. You know what? I take pictures every now and then of normal contrails just to remind people. This is what a contrail looks like. See how it disappears? You know, it goes a short way back from the plane and then from the jet, and then it disappears. It doesn't hang around in the sky forever. That is a contrail. You know, that's what it used to be like. None of this turn the whole bleeding sky into tic-tac-toe and, you know, it looks like a road map or something. And then it kind of all spreads out and you can't see a dang thing. No, we didn't have that back in the day. Like Ohio didn't have enough already. stuff in the sky, trying to look around it. Yeah, possums are very cute. You know what? I gotta say though, I was a little bit worried about it because I had a cat and I was so afraid that the cat would scare it and then we'd have problems. But at the old place, we had skunks and they were so cute. I don't know if any of you have gotten that close to a skunk, but one of them was coming up very close to me and I was a little worried about it. I didn't want to make the cat jealous, or I would have had it probably right up on my lap because it was so friendly. But one night I was sitting out in my chair and they did a little possum dance. They were dancing right out in our yard, doing a mating dance, it turned out. Or I mean a skunk mating dance. Not a possum. We've had possums too, though. We get possums a lot around here. We have tons of them. But they were doing a little skunk mating dance. And then they were mating right in front of me in the middle of the yard. And I'm like, oh, I guess I'm being honored here. And yeah, little Pepe Le Pew. And they were so friendly. I'm sure I'd have them in my lap if I wasn't careful, right? Because they would come right up to me. And then they did their little mating dance and it was obviously they were mating, and they end up they'd spin around and around and around and around. They get together and they spin around, they hook up and they spin around in this weird dance, this weird spinning dance. And tail to tail, they end up kind of like, I think I've seen wolves do that too. So they're both facing outward and then they do this spinning, sort of spinning around and around and around. It's really weird. And they already look like big fluffy black and white mops, right? So you've got these fluffy spinning creatures spinning around in a circle. It's so cute. I was there going, I wish I had something to record that with, but it was night and I didn't have anything that would even remotely pick that up. And I didn't want to turn on the light and scare them. So, it was like, I'm there like, darn, this is something that nobody sees, but I can't even think about recording it. Yeah. And they're very soft and fluffy like a kitty. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking of that. I might actually not be against having a descended skunk because they were so cute. They were adorable. You know what skunk means in the cards? It's respect. Respect and drawing people that are like you and repelling people who are not like you. Because skunks smell great to each other, but they repel everybody else. So if skunk comes up, it's respect, because almost everything, it only takes once and they don't want to mess with a skunk ever again. And so skunks are actually fairly safe. Of a lot of creatures, skunks are not on the top of people's food lists because they have that defense. And of course, any predator doesn't want a strong smell because it alerts prey that you are around. So it's something I have used against raccoons that were raiding our trash cans and stuff, is if you confuse their sense of smell. So I was using Pine Sol. I dilute Pine Sol, which is very smelly, and spray it around. And if they'd come around, I would spray it in their general direction. So it got on the bushes and the ground around them. Oh, they hated that. It didn't take more than one time. I said, I might as well use the skunk defense. Only took one time. I did that, and they never came around again. um, yeah, possums, interesting creatures. They're very unlikely to carry rabies, I hear, because of their low body temperature. And they eat ticks. So we got to thank them for that. Then skunks, they are predators too, and they also eat bugs that we don't like. And I think bats are adorable. That's another thing we have that people are scared of, and it's like most of them are either fruit or insect eaters. And the insect eaters eat moths and mosquitoes, night flying bugs, many times their weight. So we really need those. And the other kind are fruit bats. We don't actually have any vampire bats in North America at all, or actually any place but South America. They are not found anywhere else. So, yeah. We need things that eat ticks. We need things that eat mosquitoes and moths. We need that stuff. Yeah, I think bats. I belong on YouTube to I subscribe to a few of the bat rescue sites because I love to see the bat rescue stories. Baby bats are so cute. They roll them up with a little plush toy. They have all these little plush toys, and if they've lost their mommies, baby bats frequently fall off of their moms. And so what they do is they feed them. They'll screech and and be terrified until you feed them some fruit juice. Once you feed them the fruit juice, they usually quiet down. Oh, well, if you're going to feed me, and then they wrap them up with a little tiny plush toy in a blanket, like a bat-rito, in a little baby bat burrito. And only their little heads are sticking out, and they'll have them all in a row. Little baby bats suckling with a little, what they call a dummy in their mouth, which is like a pacifier, because they hang on to the mothers with their mouth. That's how you wouldn't want to be a mother bat. They have special teeth that help them hang on. So, and they hang on partly with their teeth. So I don't think I'd want to be a mom bat. Oh, yep. Yeah, little bat burritos. If you've never seen them, you got to see them. You got to look at some of the bat rescue sites and see the little bat burritos. They're too cute. They're like, yeah, it keeps the bugs and mosquitoes down, and they really don't, you don't have to worry too much about them getting in your hair or they don't all have rabies. They aren't that dangerous, really, unless they get into your house. Then you can have some problems with them. But if you give them outdoor places to live, they'll probably be perfectly happy out there. Oh, that's sweet, Denali. I've done things like that too. We had this old shed that we weren't using, and we gave that to the bees. Oh, a peacock? We have some people over here that had alpacas, but now they have ponies. We can grow alpacas around here, apparently, in Ohio. Oh, a big storm blew it down. Yeah. If you put up your bat boxes, they won't come indoors. They won't try to nest in your house. Oh, really? Banty chickens and guinea hens. Yeah. Oh, cool. You put some bat petting on your YouTube. Hmm. Peacock are loud. They are. And they will chase things too. They can be very territorial. Baby bunnies. Yeah. Yeah, we have a farm right near here that people love to come by and see. So, you know, because a lot of times you'll just see the little horses, you'll see the ponies. I guess they're ponies because they're small. Really? Peacocks are snake killers. Isn't that interesting? It's another reference. Yeah, interesting. I didn't know that, Ken, that they're good at killing snakes. I know cats are. Cat, if you can see it right on YouTube, you pit a cat versus a snake, chances are the cat's going to win. Because snakes are not warm-blooded, they are cold-blooded creatures. So they have to pretty much use sneak attacks most of the time. Cats, however, are very agile and warm-blooded and can last a lot longer. So they'll just wear a snake out. They'll just keep dodging until the snake finally poops out, and then they got him. And they have dinner. Guineas? You know what? It's interesting. In my family, there are stories where the women would use animals. I guess this is from the Native American side. The women would use animals to help babysit the children when they were busy doing chores. It was not at all unusual to have your old swayback horse, I guess, watch the kids because they knew that my grandmother, I guess, did this all the time. When the kids went out to play, as people often did, they would send the kids out to play alone by themselves, a group of them, usually a group of them together. They'd go out together to play so that they could take care of each other. But yeah, people would let their kids outside to play all the time, not supervised after a certain age. But she would send the swayback horse named Ned with the kids because he could sense danger, primarily snakes where they were, and also so that if anything happened, they could get on old Ned and ride him back to get help. And they all, at one point, I guess all the kids could fit on Ned at one time. So Ned was their babysitter. They were being babysat by a horse. And I guess this wasn't unusual, really. I don't know how they did it. I'd have to ask Barry how if he's got any stories like that. But that's the Native American side of the family. They mostly did that kind of thing. And the southern side, it's both. So, and then my mother had a cat that watched me. Was very good about letting her know when I needed something when I was a baby. And yes, people told her how bad that was. And it's like, this cat never did any harm. Was only would go and tell her when I got fussy and stuff. So it's interesting how, and I know I've seen pictures of people doing this too, where they'll have a baby and they'll have like 4 cats lining this baby. you know, framing this baby, making sure it doesn't go anywhere. This baby doesn't roll or have any problems. Or for dogs, you know, the dogs, the cats, they know whose family. I know I had my cat brought me a snake too, which ended up being harmless, the snake. My little snake Harmless, who was really a sweet little girl. I think she was a girl. Hey Marie, how you doing? Well, see, that's the thing. Animals have a lot more sense than we give them credit for sometimes. You know, they see things differently from us. They don't think quite like us. But they're not all stupid. There's some things they know that we don't know. There's some things they can sense that we can't sense. We don't quite have good enough senses for it. So, kind of like an extension. Hey, Marie, it's good to see you. We're just, you know, pretty much BSing here. We're BSing about animals and how the day is and talking about what t-shirts I'm going to try and I'm not going to try. You got to get try out of the language. I'm going to be making up some t-shirts and stuff. I made another I'm making paradoilies. Do I have my paradoilie around to show? Do I have any paradoilies? I don't. I'm making paradoilies, and I can make shapes. And I thought it'd be kind of interesting. The way I'd promote it is, now you may think that you're seeing shapes in these doilies, but it's just pareidolia. I'm trying to figure out how to get a squat shape into a doily. Haven't quite come up with it yet, but we'll see. Yeah, t-shirts. I have in MeWe chat, I put my first one, which is a Sasquatch, Ohio one. But I'm going to make more. That was just to, you know, get started. Somebody asked for that. I think it was Chris. Yeah, it was Cookie. Basically, a pareidolia, you know what pareidolia is, right? Well, at one point, Don said, what is it, pareidoily? What would that look like? And you know, my brain, the way it works, the way my mind works is like I'm seeing a doily with, you know, like a flying saucer or something in it, right? That's it. I can make a flying saucer doily. Yeah, I can definitely do that. I'm sure I can do that. I have one that's a star. It's a pentagram. And I have, I figured out how to make a pentagram and flower. I can put a flower in there. I can put, you know, but Sasquatch is such an odd shape. I'm not sure how I would do that exactly. I may have to do it differently than I do the other paradoilies, but yeah, that's one of the things I'm going to offer. But yeah, I'm going to be doing, I found a place that will do an all over design. So not just like on the front, but just all over the shirt. I think that's going to be fun to do. Maskless pride. Maybe. Well, I really am good at the app I have. I have an app called PixArt. A Blob Squatch t-shirt. Yeah. Woo Crew G-string. And like I said, a Bigfoot thong that would look like Bigfoot kicked you in the butt. Maskless pride, why not? Yeah, I'm really good at making these things. I mean, I have made, I do, I will admit freely that I'm very good at photo editing. and make a lot of art from photo editing. Not just art that I draw or paint myself, but also do a lot of photo editing. So really good. Aha! I survived. I should put Scamdemic. Scamdemic, I could make Scamdemic t-shirts. Yeah, a Blob Squatch t-shirt. Blob Squatch. Okay, Denali. Sounds yummy. Ooh, I never heard that, but that's interesting. Through water. Well, we got plenty of water here. Oh yeah, we're not allowed to talk about that. That's exactly what we're not allowed to talk about. Exactly. We can't say a word about it on YouTube. It's forbidden. Forbidden. Oh yes. Well, wouldn't you if you were a dog? Dogs are always pandering to the top dog, and if you make sure that that top dog is you, they'll do almost anything for you. It's built right in. It's built right into the dog program. Yes, because that is the way it operates in a pack. It's like they kowtow to the top dog, and you are the top dog. Especially if you treat them nicely, yeah, they'll do anything. Dogs are great that way. Cats, you have to convince them. Is this a really a good person? But you know what? Once a cat is loyal to you, they're loyal. Once a cat decides you're okay, they're very, very loving. They'll love you hard. They'll just like, yeah, they're our little pets. And then snakes. My little snake just loved to curl up in my hair, up around my shoulders. She was just a little ribbon snake, and tickle my ears. Beagle Annie thinks she's top dog over Bruno. Well, who knows? Maybe he likes it that way. Cat performing kung fu. Cats would be kung fu artists, wouldn't they? The way they move. I've had all kinds of things. I've had cats, dogs, guinea pigs, hamsters, snake, goldfish, bird. I think that's it for now. I can't think of any other. Hey, how you doing? How you doing, Ben? Yeah, cats always think whatever. You know, they always figure, hey, if you don't like, I'm kind of like a cat in that regard. If you don't like me, there must be something wrong with you. Sagittarius is like that as a sign. Most Sagittarius figure, if you don't like us, there's something wrong with you, not me, because oh yeah, the mind automatically goes to, wonder what's wrong with that guy. They must be in a really bad mood. They don't like me. How could that be? Oh, I knew somebody with ferrets. I like ferrets, but they are kind of smelly. They're kind of smelly. Oh, you have the whole thing. You have 2 cats, a fish, a gecko, 2 frogs. Oh, you're Sagittarius? Okay. What sign are you, baby? Let's let's do the, wait, if I'm not out of battery, might be out of battery. I think I'm out of battery. Oh well. Yep. I finally ran out of battery. So no more of the Casio for tonight until I get fresh batteries in it. Cancer, clueless. Yeah, I'm a Sagittarius, and actually in this new era here, I am a Ophiuchus. Boy, that's ripe for some humorous jokes. Ophiuchus sounds horrible, doesn't it? But it really is also called Serpentarius, the serpent bearer, which means supposed to have something to do with the ability to probably has some kind of syncretism with Saint Michael because of the dragon slaying, but basically it's a healer sign. So, oh, you're welcome, Ben. I'm glad that I could help. No, you're not alone. If you're here, you're not alone. We're all woo ship crew here. So Libra. And I get along with Libras pretty well too. I get along with all those signs really pretty well. And Aquarius, yeah, you bring all these new things to the table, but people don't understand what you're saying. Yeah, that's kind of sad, huh? Walk on ceilings. Boy, wouldn't that be funny if you could walk on the ceiling? Okay, you want me to teach you some things. I'm going to do something for all of you right now, just to make sure that you have this. And you don't really have to come up with an answer, except when I ask you if you want to get rid of something, is just say yes. But it is something I learned from Access Consciousness. Some of you may have encountered it before, and it's a kind of a clearing. It's the Pock and Pod clearing. So basically, just to make sure you all have a nicer holiday and a nicer life. What attitudes, opinions, and judgments do I have that people never understand me, don't get me, that kind of thing? You don't have to come up with anything specific. I'm just asking that to bring the energy up. What kind of attitudes, opinions, and judgments do I have about the issue of being understood and accepted? That nobody understands or accepts me? And would you be willing to uncreate and destroy all that? And if you would, just say yes. And you don't even have to write it. You can just say it in your mind. You could type it in. So would you be willing to uncreate and destroy all that? And if the answer is yes, then the next part of it is I now uncreate and destroy all that. Good and bad, right and wrong, Pock and Pod, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And you've started to erase that from your energy pattern. So if anybody says, gradually it takes the charge off of these beliefs. Well, then there's a reason that you can't, I think. So basically, that's a clearing. If you followed along with that, you just got the first of, you just got a clearing. If it persists, you just keep doing that. There's usually layers and layers of that kind of thing. And you don't have to say the whole thing. You can just say POC and POD. And what it stands for is like pages and pages of a much longer, it's sort of like an incantation, which is how they do things in access consciousness. It's actually, they don't publicize it that way, but it is a type of magic. Someone in the kitchen with Denali. Someone in the kitchen I know. Oh, oh, oh. Someone's in the kitchen with Denali. Are they playing a banjo? Fee fi fiddly I oh, fee fi fiddly I oh, 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 fee fi fiddly I oh. Strumming on the old banjo. It's a really old song. I don't blame you if you don't know that one. Beef broth. I've made some darn good beef broth in my time. You know what really will strengthen you? Strengthen you if you got beet tops or beetroot juice, and beef broth. Oh, I made some lovely stuff with beet tops and beef broth. Some very, very nice soup. That stuff will strengthen you. It's got all kinds of things in it that will help you. And especially if you put the beetroot in with it, because the beetroot, I think that's why they eat borscht, to tell you the truth. Borscht involves beef broth and beets. And in a very cold country, yeah, I can see where they would be eating a lot of that. Yeah, because it's a bone broth with a lot of vegetables and beetroot, which is very good for you. Yeah, Barry is playing his nostril hair banjo. If you grow it long enough, you could string a banjo with it, Barry. You need a zircon encrusted pair of tweezers to keep that in line. Oh, my bunny lies over the ocean. My bunny lies over the sea. My bunny lies over the ocean. Please bring back my bunny to me. Beef broth and Hawaiian buns. Ooh, kinky. I mean, yummy. Yeah, Hawaiian sweet buns are delicious. I love those too. Tater tot hot dish. What's tater tot hot dish? Inquiring minds want to know. I tell you, I think I'm doing a cooking show. I'm thinking of doing one. Paranormal cooking. Maybe I can get the spices to levitate themselves into my food. Bring back my Bonnie. Yeah. Well, tater tots are pretty good. However, I don't think they're probably going to be quite as filling as you know what, my helper, being Polish, she helped me make some, because I helped with that. I mean, we did it together, make borscht. And to tell you the truth, borscht is good if you make it the way that the Polish do. And then you have to have it with sour cream and yeah, you have to have it with sour cream. They eat everything with sour cream. They have also like a sort of a pickled beetroot dish that they make that they use sour cream in it. So they use sour cream all the time. Now everybody's hungry. Positive Paranormal Cooking. Yeah, the Paranormal Cooking channel. Yep. The illy. Is that interesting? I never heard that word. Illy, is that a good, that's a good thing then. Ah, well, borscht has a lot of vegetables in it. It was really good. It was basically beef stew with beetroot. Basically. Basically the same way I make beef stew, but with beetroot in it. And the broth was wonderful. I have a friend who just, I gave her I made a great big pot of it, and I gave her a big soup container full of it, and she just loved it. She wanted more. Oh, Portal's on? Okay, well, I'm gonna close it down, and I might be back on after Portal for you night owls, okay? Oh, what do you make it with, Etri? Oh, I see. So a hot dish is casserole. That's good to know. No beef. Yeah, I hear that. Hey, Bomber. Yep, we're all getting ready to go to Portal. Portal's on tonight, right? Sometimes I fall into this alternate universe where it's not on Sundays. I've actually been in some realities where Portal isn't on Sundays. It's weird. That was a while back, though. Yeah, I have a friend who's a vegetarian who makes it that way. Just vegetables. Hi, Bomber. Okay, so like I said, I'm guessing people are going to start going to Portal. So I will, yeah. Well, you know my name on MeWe, right? You were in my group, so you know who I am on MeWe. I thought, yeah, Portal's on. Yeah. Okay, well, we better get over to Portal because everybody's probably going to go there. Yep, we're losing people to Portal. Yep, I give them so much. I talk about them so much on this show. They better appreciate it. Okay, I'm getting ready to pull it in for now. We just had a nice discussion today. I'll be back on after Portal if you all decide you want to do that, okay? So you can let me know over at Portal if you want me to come back in. And I love you all. The truth is where you find it. Hope you find it here. And go out and make some waves because it's fun. Yeah. I love you. See you, Portal.